Still no sign of the sun. Pretty bad. Baby cat's out here. Say hi to the camera so everybody gets their baby cat fix. Where you going? Huh? Oh, you've been under the truck again. I have a charging station going on here. I've just rigged up with some cables and wires to my Kyocera solar panel. That's the 40-watt panel. But I don't think I'm getting very much out of it today. I'm hoping though that by the time I head off on my survival trip, that'll have these two batteries charged up enough. Those are going with me in the truck. And it's going to be sort of a minimalistic type of a survival trip, like a Bugout scenario. And basically, I'm not going to have much with me. But I will have this panel and these batteries, so I hope they charge up. If they don't, there won't be any videos. I have my little baby wood stove sitting inside the shed. Now there's a lot of room in here for that thing to heat up the room. It's pretty large. And there is more than 12 inches of clearance on the sides. So I am going to put metal all the way along, and then I may put bricks around the stove itself all the way around and do a little test burn and see how that works out. Once I get the I still have to get some pieces for the stovepipe. I need a couple 45-degree angles, 45 90-degree bends, because I want to go through the side. The reason I want to go through the side is, one, it gives you more pipe in the room itself, which means more heat radiating into the room. But the other thing is also going through the side with the overhang of the roof up above. I have less chance of rainwater coming in, whereas going through the roof, there's always possibility of rain leaking straight down in. So I prefer a side mount for the stovepipe. So I have to come up and then over and then up again. So I'll need two 90-degree angles. So I'm just I gotta get that together. I probably won't have this going then for a while, because of the fact that I gotta save up for that stovepipe, and with the survival trip coming along, or coming soon, that takes priority. And it's, although you'd never know it, it's 70 degrees out today. Unbelievable. So that certainly helps my health. And I got all the windows in the RV open. The bedroom windows are open. Can't see it from here, but trying to get some air in there and get the humidity out. So when the humidity is low outside, I open the windows. Baby cat walking through the leaves, and that gets rid of the humidity quick that way with the wind blowing through here, so that works well. I'm loving my porch, by the way. It's nice and comfortable, and I, believe it or not, it's a psychological thing, but with a little piece of plastic between you and the outside world like this here, you feel a little bit safer. Isn't that strange? Well, Joe is back. Hey Joe, and he brought his cousin Joe. So it's going to be an interesting weekend, Joe and Joe. It's good to have you.
That'll work.
Call you what?
Jester.
Jester, alright.
That'll be a little easier.
And you got a car loaded with some cool stuff. Let me see, you were looking through some of this gear. Like, what's that hunk of metal right there?
That's this guy's zombie slaying knife there.
Zombie killer. Look at that. That's
just for
nice.
chopping wood, though.
I like it. You got some homemade knives and
this is his one.
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah, let me see.
That's one of them.
That is heavy. And that was a chunk of steel you had on the farm, you said, right? Just laying around?
Yep, just had it laying around in an old shed, and I said, you know what, that would be really nice as a knife.
I think actually it's better than most of the knives I've seen at the store. Look how thick that is. Goes straight through the handle.
Old boss actually turned around and pulled out his K-bar on me and say, what do you think of this knife? I said, that's not a knife. This is a knife.
I like it. That's nice.
This one's got a little more style to it.
So the guys are going to stay here tonight and starting to set up camp here.
Yeah, our cabin of a tent.
Yeah. And we're going to do some work this weekend and have some fun, maybe do some experiments and projects, see what we can get done. And hopefully get these panels off the ground today.
4 panels up?
Yep. Alright then, I'll see you guys in a little while here. So the guys are setting up camp over here, and they have a outdoor mansion.
They're really roughing it.
Yeah, they're roughing it. Actually, you guys are going to be... That's luxury compared to me right now.
It's luxury compared to what it would be if I used my tent.
I like though that you guys brought out everything. I like it. I think we're going to have some fun. This is good. That is so huge. Look at this guy roughing it out here in the woods.
Yeah, you know, I can sleep on the ground, but if I can help it, why?
Me too. I actually have the Big Agnes 2.5 inch thick hiker's mattress.
Yeah, I figured, you know, why?
No, me too. I don't go anywhere without it. I learned that in the Army. I had a pool raft.
Yeah,
one of those cheap dollar store pool rafts in the military, and I put it on the tank when I slept.
I have one in my pack.
Yep. So over here, I've got my cap on my truck. The guys helped me get it on. That's something I cannot do alone. That's fiberglass. And this is what's called a camper top, because it's got sliding windows with a screen inside. So these are screened sliding windows. And pulled out one of the old generators that I had. I've got a few of these laying around that never worked. I got them off a guy 2 years ago, 2 years ago for $100 for 5 generators. None of them worked. Finally had the guys help me drag this out. I can't move that alone either. And I got some wood that I had buried out in the forest from last year. Well, anyway, this is going to be my survival bug-out vehicle. The trip that's coming up is going to be up in the Catskills, and it's going to be a bug-out scenario where we have grid down, economy collapse scenario, and I grab my bug-out bag, my truck, and whatever happens to be with me. Now, this is something I've been wanting to do for a long time anyway. Look at that. This is amazing cap. I love this thing. There's lights in here. It's got wires for the 12-volt lighting. It's got windows up front so you can reach through and communicate with the cab. Top windows, front windows, side windows with, like I said, sliding windows with screens. This is a really nice cap. Now, my goal right now is to build a bed in here, just a piece of wood going across and in an L shape in the front. Something that's removable, so if I want to work with the truck, I can still haul stuff. And it's something I always wanted to do. I just never got around to getting the cap back on the truck. So here it is. Now it's time to build my survival bug-out vehicle. The seat thing even has an access port for power. This is really, I mean, you guys are not going to be hurting tonight.
Not that we have any power out here. But
well, actually, I just, yeah, you guys got, I'll be showing all that later. In the car here, they got some battery backups, and they're hooked up. It's pretty cool. Plus, I just got gas for the generator. And you're sitting right next to my charging station, by the way.
Oh, so we're just...
Underneath that tarp is my batteries I put out this morning.
Troy's lights are
yeah.
out? Oh, I don't know what happened. I don't know, Troy.
I covered that in case it would rain.
Kansas City's lit up.
Yeah.
Camper went dark, though.
And I'll be really upset if I find out that my camper is dark, because my Harbor Freight panels have been stolen.
You know where it went, right?
Yeah.
You've been sizing up the back of the car.
So Joe's getting some lumber ready for us to work on the solar panels over here. And the other Joe is working on some MacGyver stuff for the plumbing for the sink that we're going to put in the truck for the survival truck. And I'm working on, I got some wood I had dug out of the forest here. I had this under a tarp from a year or two ago. And I'm going to build my bug-out shelter back here. Got action everywhere. Joe's out there on the panels. I'm working over here on the bench. Other Joe's over here working on some electronics for us. Got wood all over the place, and I'm starting to get ready, get this bed ready in here. That part will stay. how much difference I need across there. That's looking nice. What are you doing sitting around?
I learned from the best.
Oh, no. I'm done now. I'm finished. Hey, it works, huh?
Works pretty good. What do you think?
I like it.
We'll get it out.
Well, let's see. Doing what I do best now, huh? Right. Alright, it's gonna work.
It's alright.
It's comfortable.
It's just one screw. Pull this one screw right here and they both come apart.
Do I need that screw?
It might move around on you when you're sleeping.
Ah, okay. But, is there a possibility of putting a bolt through the sliders?
You could probably do something like that. They're kind of apart a little bit.
But, it won't pull apart if I put 2 or 3 bolts through there, right?
Not quite sure why they're apart. But...
I could put 2 bolts in there and it shouldn't ever move, would it?
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's just this one screw. You just
one screw.
You know,
nice.
And it's a short screw. You can use your Leatherman to pull it out.
I like it. So there's my bed. That's a 2-piece bed that's removable. And wait, stay where you were, because what I was thinking is eventually even making a see where you're sitting. Later on, if I have time, putting a bench over there. I mean, that is halfway comfortable. It's only half a bench still where you're sitting.
Yeah.
But if I had like put another, even a work table or something, if I set something up right there.
Yep. Nice.
Right.
About that height.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's looking good. This is going to be a pretty good survival vehicle, I think.
You could almost put it on hinges.
Yep.
So it'll drop down.
Right. Right. That's cool. All right. Thanks. I just got to finish this shelf and drop that in. All right. So let's take this around and see if it fits. And then I can make the leg for it. That's going to go up in the back here. I'll show you here in a minute. Hope I cut that right. Nice. Nice drop-in shelf. Look at that. And that's how fast it goes in and how fast it's going to come out. And there's just going to be a leg in the middle. Let me take you inside and show you that. Hold on. So, I'll take you inside my castle. Here it is. It's dark. I hope you can see. I'm going to have to get some light out here. But there's the board. It just drops in place. Hangs on the ledge over here. And same over there. And it's level with the ledge in the back. So I've got sort of an extended platform here. And once I put a leg in the middle, it should hold anything I throw at it. And I'll have my books up there and my lantern and my backpack can go up there and all my gear. And I got plenty of space in here for stowage, for gear. I'll have a spare water can up in here. Actually, I need to get my lantern out here now if I want to continue showing you some video. It's getting dark. Although when I bring the camera out, you can still see. But there's a lot of space in there. That makes a good bench and bed. And plenty of space for gear. And then I can put all my other survival gear and all kinds of junk down there. And there's a lot of space in the bed of a truck. You know, as I start building this, I see there's a lot of space in a truck. You could live in a truck. I got MacGyver here, and we're working on an idea. Wait, I missed that. I have my old camper toilet I ripped out of the old camper before I made my composting toilet. And I took the seat off, and I found a piece of plywood, and that's sitting on a bucket. And I'm going to make a composting toilet that slips in to the corner back in there. Which, of course, I can just use outside or wherever, but I've got myself a composting toilet. So my survival vehicle will have a toilet and running water. Let's go see your running water, by the way.
Yeah, well, let's work on this.
See what you got. There's the sink that's going to be in my truck. I mean, this is actually inspiring. Imagine how many people are losing their homes, and I'm showing people how to build a house in a day. Seriously.
House in a day in a truck?
And what's the cost? I think we spent $2 today on this tubing.
Negative.
Watch Joe make fire accidentally.
Oh, potentially.
Potentially, yeah. Big boom.
Okay. Fight around ourselves here.
We have a potential of about 600 to 800 instantaneous amps.
No, it's only potential.
What's the cranking amps then? Actually, no. 1400 cranking amps. Why does it spark so much? Is it running?
No, it wasn't running that direction. Which tells me I gotta reverse it.
Okay.
We'll see.
We've got a 12-volt water pump out of a car. There it is. We've got running water.
Let's get this out where you can see it.
This is a windshield washer pump. Look at that. Running water. Cool. Alright. Now I have toggle switches. I'll give you one. And you can finish my table for me if you don't mind, please.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, I've gone with the lighter boards.
Uh-huh.
Just, you know, for...
so I can move it around?
Yeah, weight-wise, yeah.
Okay.
So you have the two extra longer legs here, the heavier ones that we can use for on another panel.
Oh, okay. Alright. So now we have a coon-proof solar panel set. Now I gotta clean it.
Well, you'll at least catch them going like this, going up it.
Right.
But this is just simply... You just pull this out to change your angle.
Oh, look at that. Now, is there going to be a brace to make sure it doesn't ever fall?
That's up to you.
Do you think it's necessary?
But then that's, you know.
Pretty much it's not even necessary, is it?
No, not. I mean, there's nobody out here to mess with it.
So. What about wind?
That's a good one.
I wonder if we need some cross braces just for safety.
Or like when you, say, you know, if you're not going to move it every day, right?
Yeah, right.
Set it for a month or two, and then you got to move it again. So when the sun
right.
changes. So maybe just put 2 stakes down, 2 rebars down.
Okay.
And wire it to that.
Uh-huh.
And then just screw the panels to this. And that might.
All right. Well, so that's pretty much. We're running on a daylight tonight.
Right.
But that looks good. And the thing is, what I'm worried about right for tonight, I got to get those wires plugged back in.
Yes.
Alright, let me shut off. Well, for now, I'll catch the morning rays when the sun starts to peak. We'll have to readjust this tomorrow. We're running on a daylight for now. Alright, well, thank you for tonight.
You're welcome.
We'll wrap it up. I'm looking in the back of my survival camper. I got my Mr. Beams lantern out here. I've charged up the batteries. Watch this. Look at that. This is the new lantern I just got from Mr. Beams. Look at that. Low is pretty low. It's a good nightlight. It's a really nice nightlight. But high is amazing. It's like, I mean, that's all I need in here. If I set this up like I was planning on doing, my light sitting up here on my shelf, I'm hooked up. This is nice. I mean, this is really good. And then I discovered something. I didn't even plan this, right? But I discovered my table is movable. I can bring it right up here, and I can work on my computer. Because the ceiling lowers here, I can't really sit here. So it's high enough to sit up here comfortably. I can bring my laptop. I mean, I can bring this all the way over to the middle of the truck. And I can work on my laptop here. This is great. I can read a book. I can write notes. I can do whatever I want here. I mean, this is nice. I'm gonna have to put a leg on the middle here later. I still have to put that up. But I love it. Look at this. And it's just drop in. Move it back. This is going to be the ultimate survival vehicle. Now, I love my truck camper, but the problem is with the gas prices the way they are, I sadly can't afford to take it anywhere anymore. And look at this. This is really looking nice. By the time we're done, the end of the weekend, this is going to be a really good bug-out vehicle. Alright, we got our MacGyver here. And you're working up, this is also a doc, right? He's the medic of the group.
The medic and the MacGyver.
Alright.
We were short of wire and I had to make our electrical connection. I happen to have a small piece of copper tubing, so all I did was just fold it up until I had just a large enough opening for my wires and then crimped it around so that we got a good solid connection.
Yeah.
It won't pull out.
That's perfect. That's
now,
nice.
Before I taped it up, I figured we'd get it all taped up.
Yeah, that's a
here.
MacGyver fix for sure.
That's MacGyvered up.
Yep, that it is.
And then we'll do it up once we got the tubing on the faucet and everything, and a deck's built. And
yeah, we got to build a frame for my sink. That's going to be in the truck camper, or in the truck, I should say.
All our measurements are here. We just got to get to building it.
Oh, perfect, perfect.
We're going to jet through it here.
All right. Awesome.
We'll have a sink within a few minutes.
I'm going to rig up some outdoor lighting for us while we do this, because it's getting pretty dark, and it's actually quite early. So let me get back to work then. Thank you. Hey, I have no idea what time it is, but we're still working.
Working the wee night hours.
Making a toilet for the survival vehicle, and I just mounted this LED light, and Joe Guyver is running the wires for us. That's going to be hooked up to a toggle switch inside, which mounts to the original outdoor light, which is still going to be usable as well. Which, by the way, I have to get you a toggle switch we need to put up here.
Yep.
And then I can have that light, I'll be able to turn it off as needed and just have the outdoor light on the porch, which is going to be great.
See, Troy does work, everybody. See him going? Off he goes. Look at him. See, he's working.
Watch me work.
Yeah. Finally got him working.
We're about to use some serious power out here, so we need the generator running. When we kick on that high-powered LED light, we definitely need some more energy out here.
Oh yeah.
We got a porch light. We got a yard light. Do the porch light now so we can work out here in the porch. I like it. That's going to be on a separate switch. And the yard light, which lights it up very nicely out here. Everything. I like it. I like it.
Shine some light on the
Now we can seriously work out here. We got a good toilet there. Nice, structurally sound, all made out of scrap. This thing costs nothing at all to make, all scrap wood. And Joe here is building the sink frame, which will be done very soon, all scrap wood. This is all recycled material. This is going to be a full bug-out vehicle out of recycled material. The toilet's going to slip back in there, right in there in the corner when it's not in use. And when I get to where I'm going, I can pull it out and set it up underneath the tarp, which I'll have draped up outside. So in the sink, again, the sink is going to be mobile, and that'll slip out just the same. I can leave it in if I want to use it. It's going to be self-contained with its own battery and solar panel. Because it was cloudy again, and we're using a ton of lights outside right now, I've got my generator on, I've got my charger hooked up to the inside of the RV here, and I'll be doing some computer work again tonight, so I need some extra power. But I'll tell you what, it's not bad. I'll flip on my outdoor light and you'll see I got some serious light out here now. This is some serious amounts of lights. We got the big light up top. We got that's a 40 watter that I've always had. Now there's a 20 watt LED floodlight. Mr. Beams just keeps popping on and off on its own because it's a motion sensor. We got a 15 watter on the porch. It's nice.